in the Prathamanuyog. Last week, we finished these stories, explained the specific Jain values, and I don't want to repeat it because I already, at that time, I already explained you. These two stories are such, okay, when you look at the story from overall point of view, then they are wrong stories. Okay, even though it is in the Agam. Okay, but from a specific point of view, not a point of view. Okay, when you talk about the specific point of view, like vows, only with respect to vows, and both story, the first person did not, because of the sickness, he broke the vow once. And the important thing is the vows, but he broke it. And that's why he went to hell. While the other person did not break the vow at all, even though he was a non-vegetarian, his other life was not really good and pious life, but he went to heaven because emphasis was, the boundary condition was the vow, whether he broke it or he did not. Okay? And from that point of view, from my point of view, it is right. From Praman point of view, means overall point of view, it is not right. Okay? And naturally, we have to look into it overall point of view, that these are the story just indicates the importance of vow. Not if you follow that vow, you are going to get heaven. That is not true. And if you break the vow, you are going to hell. That is also not true. Okay? Because that breaking was under certain condition. And if your life is not going to survive, then what good any religion is? If my human life is not going to survive, if I take let's say, just for the sake of argument, I take a masakshaman, 30 days upvas. And let's say after 20 days, I'm become very, very sick. And if I'm afraid of getting the hell and I continue, ultimately I die. But I did not break the vow. Actually, the human life, to get the next life, human life, with all the environment, right environment for religious things, all right, whether I will get it or not, I should not waste human life in this kind of the vows. Okay, I should not waste. That is you are wasting is precious thing. Every moment of human life is very precious. Why I am saying the human life? Because that is the only life you can do meditation. You can attain liberation. You can watch the watcher. I mean, you can observe yourself. That in animal life or any lower life, that is not possible. So that's why when you really look into the ahimsa point of view, if you help and save any human being, that is the highest virtue. You get the highest punya if you do save any human life, because that person, if he is spiritual, he can progress towards liberation. All right. Any other, I'm not saying any other ones are wrong, not to do it, not to save it. But if you have to choose between the two, okay, let's say I'm driving, okay, I'm driving it, and naturally there is a baby is playing on the road, and there is a dog playing on the road. This is a hypothetical case, okay? I'm not saying anything other than that, okay? So use those examples under those boundary conditions. And I am in a situation, I'm going to hit one of the two. Naturally, what do? I will save the baby and hit the dog. Similarly, if there is a dog on the road and on the side there is a grass, and if I wanted to run my car, I would take over to the grass and I'm going to save the dog. We do it in a practically properly, in a practical sense, when that really situation occurs, okay? But when the argument in the religious things comes into it, oh, they are all souls are same. You got to understand that is not the way the religion is. The Jainism religion has given a highest, and so does the other religion, the highest importance to human life. And that after significant effort in your life, you are acquire the human life, not only the human life, but you have, like we are in this country, very fortunate. We don't have to worry about, most of us, okay, not everybody, but the most of us now have a nice job. We make a good living, right? Indians are like in top 10% or 15% kind of uh, uh, the wealth and education and everything you look into it, it falls into that one. So if we control ourselves, all right, and not in a rat racing, we can really get a proper environment here. We can progress spiritually properly, okay, which not many of the people in India can get that, okay, because that's where the third world country has a lot of struggle. It's very struggleful life. So whatever the environment we are in, and if we understand these things, the spirituality of Jainism, naturally you can progress it here very well. You don't have society's pressure that much what you have it in India. All right? Here you can make your life properly. That's the way you look at it and make good use of your human life. Okay? So that's the keep in mind that Munisri Nyavijayji has written a good article that way. And they are saying it also that if you save the human life, that is the highest virtue. Okay? For non-violence point of view. Then you go to 5 indriyas, then 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the way the gradation works. Okay? So don't treat that 1 sense and 5 sense are equal soul. Yes, there is an equal soul in it, but one soul is developed closer to liberation. Okay, with the mind, the person is very closer to the liberation if he uses properly his mind. Okay, because he can do the meditation and he can really progress spiritually very well, which cows or dogs cannot do it. Okay, so that is the point I'm trying to tell you, the Prathamanuyog's message. All right, now we go to the next one.